Hi, Laura here at La Vie Childfree, reporting back on the September Childfree on the Ground question. Well, the September question was, what kinds of legacies have you seen the Childfree leave? Or what kind of legacy would you like to leave? First, thanks to all who wrote in here as well as on other Childfree discussion forums. I'd say the best way to sum it up this month is really that there were three ways people's answers surprised me. The first is really, I was surprised by how very few people talked about the legacies they've seen other Childfree leave. Instead, really, most people spoke to how they themselves want to be remembered. And here's what I heard most in that regard. Many want to be remembered, they want to leave their mark in their professions or be remembered for mentoring others in those professions. Lots of teachers wrote in about how they want to be remembered as good teachers. Others wrote in saying they want to be remembered for their volunteer work. It's amazing. Lots of Childfree out there are into animal rescue work, and they want to be remembered for that great work. Also, interestingly, there are quite a number of Childfree that wrote in saying they're into genealogy, and they really would like to be remembered for being the one to put together that genealogy so they can share with their families. And then still others, more than you might imagine, wrote in saying they want to be remembered for these special collections that they have gathered throughout their lives. One of the most interesting stories I read about was a couple who they're gathering together all their photos and journals, and they're going to put it in some kind of a capsule so that someone can find it one day. And they hope that just in the act of discovering that capsule, that person who finds it will find some meaning in that. Interesting. Still others, really, a good deal of others say their legacy is going to come in the form of cash. Who they will it to, whether it be their loved ones and or charities that they really believe in. Now, I was also surprised that really many people thought that the only way you could leave a legacy is if you are very famous or you do something huge that affects the lives of many people, you find a cure for a disease, or you have to be an amazing composer like Beethoven or something. And I was also surprised just how many shunned the idea of legacy altogether. Some are funny in how they did this. I got lots of tongue-in-cheek responses like, my legacy is going to be my awesome sex toy collection, or my legacy is going to be all that pack ratting, that I'm going to leave behind for someone else to have to deal with. But others really were much more serious. They thought the idea of having to leave a legacy was vain and really, in a word, a crock. Still others really thought just the opposite, that they feel that we all leave a legacy and that each of our lives is unique, and some way, somehow, we all touch the lives of others. And still others in this vein, some think the biggest legacy of all is what they called a living legacy. That, as one person put it in so many words or less, that tending to the living, meaning the elderly, the disabled, those in poverty, unwanted or abused children, all in the here and now is perhaps really the most noble legacy of all. I like that. I say amen to that. So really, no matter what you think about legacies, what I wanted to explore here is also, as one person put it, that it's really time to decouple the idea of legacy from children. That, those of you that believe in legacy, that there are many ways to leave a legacy. It's not just through children, even though that's what we've been taught, that it's like the way to leave a legacy. It's clearly really not the case. Lots of ways to do it, many, many ways, many forms. Okay, so from the theme of legacy on to the theme of brevity. The October question, on to the October question. I saw a very interesting question on the Childfree Life forum that I thought it'd be fun to put it out to you here as well. Here's the question. If you could sum up the reason you are child-free in one word, what would it be? So click this question in the On the Ground questions section to your right. Give me your one word. I'll collect those words over the next month and report back. Okay, until then.